Tibay, Namaste, and I welcome you to another great experience of our journey. In this journey of ours, we will be traveling to Mamit district, to be more specific, Nazol area, where we visit the biggest oil palm plantation in Mizoram. So we will head on out there and see what the district has to offer.
And welcome to the beautiful district of Mamit. Now technically Mamit is just across that bridge, but it is what it is anyway. Mamit district was created by bifurcation from Aizawl district in 1998, and it is the 8th district of the total of the 8 districts of Mizoram. Mamit district is a very unique and beautiful district. It is bounded on the north by the Hailakandi district of Assam State. It is bounded on the west by the North Tripura district of Tripura State and Bangladesh. On the south, it is bounded by Lunglei district, and on the east by Aizawl and Kolasib districts, respectively. And Mamit town is the administrative capital or the headquarters of the district. According to the 2011 census, Mamit has a population of 85,757, roughly equaling to the nation of Andorra in Italy. And also, Mamit district has a population density of 29 inhabitants per square kilometers. And the population of Mamit ranks 618th in India out of a total of 640. Mamit district has a population growth rate over the decade of 2001 to 2011 at 35.657%. And also, the sex ratio of Mamit is 927 females over every 1,000 male, and also has a literacy rate of 84.93%. Mamit also has 4 rural development blocks, namely Mamit, Rayeg, West Paileng, and Zonwam. And in Rayeg, we have one of the most beautiful mountains of Mizoram, which is called Rayeg Klang. So let's take on this journey and see some of the beautiful places on the way, and also get to know better the success story of Mr. Ramtinsoma, an oil palm plantation owner in Nazol. And right now, I am standing beside the longest river in Mizoram, the Tlong River. So, without much further ado, let's roll and let's go.
Hello everyone. Mamit has 3 legislative assembly constituencies at Hatek, Dampa and Mamit. And I have a very good reason for telling you this. Come on, let me show you. This here, right here, and right now we are at the junction where this road leads to Mamit, and this road leads to West Paileng and Dampa. Because Dampa in 1985 became home to the first and only tiger reserve. Now, the Dampa Tiger Reserve is the largest wildlife sanctuary in Mizoram. It was notified in 1985, but it was only in 1994 that it was declared an actual tiger reserve. It is situated on the western part of Mamit district and shares an international border with Bangladesh. It covers an area of approximately 550 square kilometers. This Dampa Tiger Reserve is a part of Tiger Project or Project Tiger, funded by the government of India. And now it is home to a rich variety of flora and fauna. We were on our way to our program, and on the way we saw this slash and burn cultivation being practiced right here live. So we didn't want you to miss it. Oh, I'm all teared up because it's so hot and the smoke is getting into my eyes. So we didn't want you to miss this. So here it is, live in action. Just for you, the slash and burn, the Juming cultivation, which had been practiced for so long here in our beautiful state. For generations, we have practiced, as you can see, the slash and burn cultivation here in Mizoram. And this shifting cultivation, or this slash and burn cultivation, is trying to be appeased by the government. But till now, the practice cannot be stopped for the time being. March is the time, it's the month of the year when the slash and burn cultivation is allowed to be practiced. This practice has been going on for quite a while now. After this slash and burn of the fields and the hillsides, the farmers will continue to let the land lay fallow for a while, and then will continue to plant their crops. As we earlier saw the initial stage of the Juming cultivation, or the slash and burn cultivation, the place where we are right now, on the outskirts of Mamit town, gives us a whole different scenario. As mentioned before, right from the days of our ancestors, this Juming cultivation had been practiced. But even then, our ancestors had always preserved, protected and preserved forests. And this virgin forest that we are standing on right now is protected by the Young Mizo Association in partnership with the Forest Department. If you just look around, you can just feel the peace and the quietness of nature. You can even hear nature at its best. I think I will be here for a few minutes more, and after that we shall be heading to Mamit town, straight to Nazol. Everyone, we have just reached Nazol village, a village that is known for its warm and sunny weather and also its peace and quiet. And right now we are at Mr. Ramtin Solma's residence, where he resides with his family, and we are in his oil palm plantation. He is the owner of this huge oil palm plantation, which is also the biggest, the largest oil palm plantation in Mizoram. And it is about 30 acres or more. And later we shall go and take a look around his oil palm plantation and see and learn more about oil palms and what the oil palm plantation has to offer to us. Oil palm cultivation is an initiative of the government in the hopes of bettering the state's economy. The Mizoram Oil Palm Act was hence passed in the Mizoram Legislative Assembly on the 2nd of December 2004. Among the districts of Mizoram, Kolasip and Lunglei were the first to take up the oil palm cultivation. In a total of 5 districts, namely Kolasip, Lunglei, Sertip, Mamit and Longklai, the farmers harvest the palm tree fruit year-round, which makes the oil palm a highly efficient year-round producer of oil. Here we are in the midst of Mr. Ramtinsoma's oil palm plantation. Since they started way back in 2007, Mr. Ramtinsoma had been lucky enough to be collaborated with and assisted by the Agriculture Department. And in this, for 4 years, the Agriculture Department gave them assistance, monetary assistance to be specific. In the first year, they were given 4,000 rupees per 1 hectare of land where they planted the oil palm. And after that, they were given 3,000, and in the third year, another 3,000 rupees, and in the fourth year, another 4,000 rupees assistance was given to them. And also, multiple trainings had been given to them as well regarding the plantation, the spacing of the oil palm plantation, and also on how to look after it. The spacing between 2 oil palm saplings had to be 30 feet wide, and also they had to be planted in a triangle because they say that it is how the oil palm will grow at its best.
Oil palm
We began oil palm plantation in the year 2007. Previously, we used to have orange plantation at Korte, but those orange have died off. We shifted our attention to another source of livelihood and bought a farm pond at Nalzol and began a new beginning there. Seeing that the land is good, we bought some more land, but we started to prepare the land for cultivation. We found that it was quite a difficult task as there was scarcity of water. However, in 2007, luck favored us when the Agriculture Department gave us the suggestion to cultivate oil palm in this particular land. And they have assured us the companies will take everything of the produce, thus no fruits will be unsold. And they also added that we will be assisted with money for 4 years. In the first year, we'll get 4,000 rupees. In the second year and the third year, 3,000 rupees each. And in the fourth year, we'll get 4,000 rupees. And also saplings will be given to us free of cost. Hearing this offer and finding that it can be a source of living, we started cultivating oil palm since 2007.
The government has set up collection points at close proximity to the oil palm farms, which can be easily accessed by the farmers, from which the company trucks would collect the palm fruits. This is then transported to an oil palm mill in Bugwane, Kolasib district, which remains Mizoram's first district to host in October 2014 the first oil palm processing mill set up by Godrej Agrovet Limited. Also, 2 other oil palm processing mills are under process at Lunglei and Sertib district, set up by the Ruchi Soyam Company and the 3F companies. Many success stories have been heard and seen throughout the districts of Mizoram. And Mr. Ramtinsoma, the owner of the largest oil palm plantation in Mizoram, is one of them. After 11 strong years of looking after his farm, his oil palm plantation, he is now reaping the success of his hard labor.
Oil palm tree.
The saplings of the oil palm were given to us by the Agriculture Department. They have also instructed us how to plant the sapling 30 feet apart, and it should be planted in a triangular shape so as to maximize the use of the land. With this instruction, we started the plantation of the oil palm as per the instruction given to us. Since the saplings were small, it looked as if we were wasting the land as we were planting it 30 feet apart. But as days passed and the saplings grew bigger, we observed that the oil palm branches are touching each other, though they were planted 30 feet apart. The instruction given to us to plant 30 feet apart has now dawned on us the why of it. The difficult part of oil palm is not the planting, but to take care of it while it is growing. In a year, we have to clean the area at least 4 times. Then it grows well, otherwise the growth too is slow. And thus for 4 years, we have been regularly cleaning it 3 times a year. And if it were to be 10 years by now, then we do not have to worry much, as no unwanted things will be growing around it. It is just that we have to be a bit vigilant in the first year. In the beginning, we too are faced with some difficulty at the beginning of the plantation. It is mainly the wild boar, bamboo rat and porcupine which love to eat the roots of the plant. And if we do not keep the area clean, it can even destroy a good amount, as they love eating the roots. Also, rodents love to eat it, but we get the poison for rodent from the agriculture department, and we mix it with rice and keep it near the plant, and thus we are able to eradicate them. Another species that attacks oil palm plantation is bamboo rat. It is very difficult to let it not attack the plantation, as it destroys the plantation from the underground. And so when we see the trail of bamboo rat, we used to dig and kill it, but when we heard that it was easier to poison it, we started giving rat poison, mixing with potatoes and yam, and thus the result was that it slowly disappeared.
I am standing under a big oil palm tree with a really long stick beside me, but I shall tell you that reason why later. Right now I need to talk to you about something else. Oil palms usually or normally requires fertilizers and good irrigation. But here in Mizoram, in our beautiful state of Mizoram, no such fertilizers or proper irrigation are required. The oil palms finds the monsoon's rain sufficient for their growth, and also the soil of Mizoram is very good for the adaptation and for the growth and development of the trees. The pollination process of the oil palm trees are not that different, but very interesting. Here, let me show you. This is the male flower, and this right here is the female flower. The weevils live in these male flowers, and when the female flowers blossom, the weevils which lives in the male flower would transport the pollen grains to the female flower, and then the fruit bearing process starts.
Oil palm here.
The good oil palm sapling will be able to give good and healthy fruits after 3 years of plantation. But Garage Company staff and those working in the agriculture department informed us that it is better to dispose the fruits. Thus we followed the instruction given to us, and we threw away the fruits of the 3rd year. But from the 4th year, we started to keep it growing and sold the fruits from the 4th year. There is an advantage of oil palm, unlike other plants. It is not simply a thing to eat, as it is not so tasty, and also the fruits too are not so easy to pluck, and thus people simply cannot steal it. This is the advantage, unlike other fruits, wherein we can just pluck and eat or steal. Oil palm has been a blessing for us. The fruits which are collected are given to Garage Company, who waits for us. At present, the company gives us 5.5 rupees per kilogram. The process of giving us money is very simple. We take the fruits to the collection center, and then they wait for us and gives us the receipt, which is directly sent to our accounts.
After 5 years, the fruits can be harvested aplenty, and the shade of the trees provide comfortable working and leisure walking areas. The price fixation of the oil palm fruits is governed by the Price Fixation Committee on Oil Palm Fresh Fruit Bunches in accordance with the International Crude Palm Price. It is year-round efficient, very fast-growing, and is highly durable to dry seasons and fire. No wonder it is called the golden palm.
Hey, Nalzol, oil palm ching.
We are in Nazol village, where there are around 40 households who are engaged in oil palm cultivation. And from 40 households, there are around 30 households who can earn money by selling the fruits when they are matured. And so around 30 households are planning to plant oil palm. And as year passes, we too are extending our cultivation of the oil palm. According to the size of our land, we have planted around 4,500 oil palm. In 1 hectare, we are planting 150. Considering the area of the land planted with oil palm, we heard that we are perhaps the biggest cultivator and having the most number of oil palm trees in Mizoram. This is the status given to us by the Agriculture Department. In fact, even when I started this cultivation, it is to be kept in mind that previously this land was a land where sungrass and different grass were growing. The reason being that we can walk under the shade. At the same time, it gives a gentle breeze. I truly believe that we have turned the unused land into a fertile land. It can be also a great achievement, wherein people can start a new beginning by cultivating oil palm as means of living and giving up the old way, that is, jhum cultivation.
So that's it, guys. That's it for our episode on our visit to the oil palm plantation. Among the northeast states, oil palm cultivation in Mizoram is the first of its kind, and we are very glad to have a meetup with Mr. Ramtin Soma and to have a look around his beautiful oil palm plantation. What we got from him was that this oil palm plantation does not only generate employment to the owners themselves, but also to many unskilled laborers. That's it for now from the oil palm plantation. Jai Hind.